Kicking it out. Working here with sophomore Cash McClure, coming off a freshman campaign that really saw very little appearances. McClure, one of those that we're looking forward to see. Back down to sea level from the School of Mines. He gets on the board. It's a 6-point lead. Once again, driving to the lane and dishing it in the basket is Zach Laput. Keep his team in check. Driving to the basket and a block there. Beautiful job by Missick. Transition for Laput. Going up and going in is Cash McClure. Extending that Ordigger lead. Up top, we got Latham. He's a playmaker. A nice job, one-on-one. Laput goes up and goes in and finishes. Laput working on to make a tremendous leap in offensive output. Laput, speaking of which, going up with the mid-range jumper. Bentley 5th place in terms of their respective conference and rebounding. Going to need a lot of that today against a beefier Colorado School of Mines. Latham having some deep range. About a 30.5% three-point shooter last season. Joe Carroll once again, the spin and you're in type of mid. Out of Atlanta, Georgia, doing a nice job. Couple assists to his credit thus far. Latham with Laput up top. Laput over 2 defenders, fires and fills it up. Laput behind, unsuccessful, and back comes Latham. He's been dangerous in the paint and does it once more. Seconds, so Dassey looking to get a high volume output here. And speaking of high volume, Aaron Latham. Some closeout defense coming. Martin up top working with Latham. Driving to the paint is Missick. Working, dishing, and rolling in the basket is Missick. 2 points. A 24-22 advantage, a chance to maybe tie into the lead. And all of a sudden, folks, Zach Laput, the D2 All-American of 20. Now a chance to extend their lead. It's currently 3 with Latham. He'll drive, kick it, and finish. 2:50 and change remaining. The drive and the dish by Laput unsuccessful. Offensive rebound by Martin, and Isaac Martin on the board, thanks to him, depending on the aggression from Bentley. Losing that nearly was Cash McClure. Instead, it's a mid-range step-back jumper, and it will end the half for Bentley. Killer. A shocker that a call did not happen on the floor. 18 minutes remains. Bit of a stagnant offensive approach right now, trying to find some movement. And Zach Laput finds the basket for the 2-point shot and a chance to make it 3. The dangerous opportunity now, because Riley Schroeder, one of the 6'7" big men on this team, that's some size being lost and a sizable gain now. It's Cash McClure working up top with Latham. McClure has been very prevalent in the movement and the left-handed finish. 9 points scored. Again, he averaged 9.3 per game last season. And right now trying to look and get a mid-range jumper. And sure enough, he's going to answer the call. Cash McClure out there. Latham all alone in the paint. He's got 4 here. Latham says, I'm going to do it again. And does with the finish. A couple boards in 19 minutes played, and the reserve doing a nice job after getting the start. Case of it there.
8 rebounds on 4 points for him. That'll be his second basket of the day.
A shot and a deep 3 coming from Kellen Bohinnick. Villa Park High School. He's going to be keen in finding a way to get some opportunities there in the paint, but also in dangerous territory as we see 4 fouls and 1 more, and he's out. 6 minutes remaining. It's closing time here at the Streamline Sale Court of this matchup, and trying to close it out with back-to-back 3. Execute in high fashion. 3.5 minutes remain in a 13-point contest. Bentley taking some time off. Aaron Latham taking some time to the basket.
Game that they'd be able to transition that into another strong start, but unfortunately they didn't. A lot of shots going by. Schroeder managed to get a shot up there, but we see Bentley University again.
To close things out, looks like we got a couple substitutions. Jaden Baker checking in out of Salisbury, Maryland, Christchurch School graduate. Driving to the lane is going to be Cooper Farrell as well, so a new freshman in Dan Biesel out there as well. Under a minute remaining, a drive there and a dish out. Up going is Chase Clark, and Chase is guarded by Dom Girish. Chase Clark up top, going to work with Dan Biesel. And I believe that is going to close it out here at the Streamline Sale Court for game number 1. Quite the matchup that we had on our hands. And folks, this one Going to conclude today with Bentley finding a 69-51 advantage off of some strong shooting, 43% off of 67 attempts. That's good.